Shana Tova, everyone. Good Yontif, good Yol, what a sweet new year. What a radiant, beautiful day. The sun pouring down. We can keep watching through the windows and drink it into our shared space together. How good to be here together with folks on Zoom and folks here in person. Whether you're here for the first time or you've been coming for years, welcome. We create community together with each other, and we count on each other in support to be here together, to do the beautiful, challenging, enlivening work of tshuva, of repentance, of reflection and repair. Over the course of our service, please keep your masks on so we ensure that we keep each other safe. And please check to make sure that your cell phones are off. And let's set aside any other distractions so we can really arrive here today. Let's put our feet on the ground. Feel the ground beneath us and the precious earth holding us. We're gathered in Jewish community and prayer on this land, the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee, the Huron-Wendat, and the Mississaugas of the Credit River. The DJC makes a commitment to being in relationship with Indigenous history and contemporary Indigenous life as we continue to learn, to grow, to engage in action and repair. The theme that we're exploring this year, this Yom Kippur, is looking back and moving forward. We never just live in one moment in time. We are always a weave of all of the past and the generations that have shaped us, the future we're moving toward, and the ways they converge in the present. So let's keep noticing the threads we're gathering from the past, the gifts and the mistakes of the past year, to let them fill this present moment with awareness. Let's turn to page 18 and please rise as you're able. We begin every morning in gratitude. Perhaps we can be lucky enough to notice a blessing when we see one. I think it's true that if we look for the things that are negative in our lives and in the world, we will find plenty of material. If we keep our eyes open for goodness and blessing, I think it's wondrous how much we discover. So we're going to engage in the morning blessings. You can actually put your machzor down. I told you the page number, but you know what? Set it aside. Because we're going to draw on the blessings in our own lives today. And as we usually do, we move our blessings, our prayers. It's optional, but it's pretty fun. We reach up as we say the beginning of the bracha and soften down, Baruch atah Adonai, and then reaching from side to side, Eloheinu melech haolam. Then I'll point to part of the congregation and ask you to yell out something you're grateful for today. We'll let it drop in, share our blessings, and respond, Amen. And then we'll bring in the feminine metaphors for the divine mystery, Brucha atya, Ruchenu ein hachayim, and offer more blessing. So let's feel our feet on the ground, opening and available in gratitude. Let's reach up together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam. Something from over here. Love. Love. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it astonishing? Can you take a moment to just touch into one person, one moment, one thing that stirred love for you already today? Oh, it's everywhere. Amen. Brucha atiyah, Ruchenu ein hachayim. From over here. Help or health? Health? Th. Well, I want to put those together because I love doing that. Health is wondrous. So easy to take for granted, but we can really feel when our health is not present in its fullness. What a gift and blessing. Let's touch into what is healthy in our bodies today. And help. When we are ill, when we are struggling, thank God that we have others to help support us and that we can open our eyes to extend help to all who need it. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. From somewhere around here. I heard YouTube. Oh, you too. We are on YouTube. Oh, well, I'm gonna, that was a pointing at our amazing Cantor, Lisa. And that I've gotten to be the rabbi of this community. And I want to hold that preciousness with humility and the relationships that we build in leading and learning and growing together. And let's bring in all of our teachers and our leaders with deep gratitude. Amen. Baruch atah, Barucheinu ein hachayim. Over here somewhere. New beginnings. Isn't it amazing? It's kind of a fiction and an always reality. As soon as we say, I am beginning anew right now, there it is. I am beginning fresh, anew. And how magnificent that our tradition offers us a collective new beginning to become more clear, more brave, to be in deep gratitude for beginning again. Amen. Baruch atah, Barucheinu ein hachayim. Balcony. Clean air and water, not to be taken for granted. Clean air and water. What a gift to receive them, to be sustained and enlivened by them. May we do everything in our power to protect them and ensure that everyone has access to clean water. Amen. We're going to say the bracha one more time together, and then all at once, out loud, speak the many various blessings you're grateful for this morning. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. For this very moment, for this amazing community, for my healthy body, for the roof over my head and my home, for the family that I adore, for all my friends, for any food in the fridge, for all the gifts and blessings. Amen. Please be seated, everyone. Let's turn to page 19. Elohai, the neshama, the soul, the breath that is in me, in each of us, is radiant and pure. Let's take one deep breath, consciously and slowly. And please join with us. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorai. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorai. Elohai neshama turn to page 19 at the middle, and please rise. Baruch she'amar, Baruch, Baruch, Baruch. We keep repeating this word of blessing, of moving from just looking at the objects of gratitude to its very source, stirring wonder. Baruch she'amar. She'amar v'haya ha'olam. Please be seated. I want to invite Sharon Ross to come up and share a poem that she wrote.
Hallelujah for that which is. Unimaginable brightness, unnameable name, timeless speech, unsayable saying that none can unsay. If I call you my soul's companion, healer of the brokenhearted, maker of peace in the firmament, if I call you the one who spoke the world into being, the one whose womb covers the earth and protects all, the one who says and performs, declares and fulfills. If I call you the place, the compassionate, beautiful, splendorous light of the world, if I call you beloved, supportive one, one who frees, lifts the broken off their knees, opens eyes, wise, wondrous, empathetic one, chosen one, one who loves and loves. Will you be the names I've called you? And have you always been? Calling us from Zion just over the horizon, so close and so far and so close. All this existing on a planet blue and green, seen and unseen. The one and her fullness is a marvel to behold. We must hold the one well, be bold in our choices and how we use our voices. So hallelujah for teachers, tiny and immense, for scars and mason jars, rainbows and red tents. Hallelujah for family and friendship, kinship and kind glances, for very first tries and second chances. Hallelujah for color and music and laughter, for the chatter of babies and kindness and daisies. Hallelujah for the wisdom of grandmothers grand, for the lines in their smiles and on their capable hands. Hallelujah for honey and water and air, for elders and knowledge they pass on with care. Hallelujah for shared meals and earth-kissed heels, for trees, roots, shoots, ingenuity, community. Hallelujah for hugs, mentors, hope and action, for resilience and empathy, growth and creativity. Hallelujah for the wonders of nature, nature, the teacher and healer, revealer. Hallelujah for curiosity and complexity, varied textures and tones, for song, for science, discovery and recovery. Hallelujah for numbers, names, and reframes, for courage and fortitude, gratitude and praise. Hallelujah for granular differences and the infinite things about which to be amazed. There are infinite things about which to be amazed. Shana Tova and Gvar Chatima Tova.
Hallelujah for Sharon. I invite the choir to come up. Ilu finu male shira kayam. If our mouths could be full of that much hallelujah, what song would we sing? How fully would we sing out? Please join in. We're in the middle of page 20. We rise as we turn to the middle of page 20. The image of Hamelech, literally the king enthroned on high, is meant to evoke awe. meant to evoke a sense of glory and majesty. What image stands for you, for that sense, that fullness? We need our religious imaginations to connect to the words of our ancestors and lift us forward through them. Let's rise and gather and lift for the words of Hamelech.
יושב על כיסא רם ונישא, שוכן עד מרום וקדוש שמו, וכתוב רננו צדיקים באדוני, לישרים נאווה תהילה, בפי ישרים תתרומם, ובשפתי צדיקים תתברך, ובלשון חסידים תתקדש, ובקרב קדושים תתהלל. ברוך אתה אדוני, אל מלך גדול ומהולל, בתשבחות. אל ההודות, אדון הנפלאות, הבוחר בשירי זמרה, מלך יחיד על חיי העולמים.
Amen. Page 21, please join with me in echoing after Cantor, Lisa.
Eloheinu melech
Please be seated. We move toward the Shema along the path of love. Judaism calls on us with the prayer before the Shema to open our hearts and notice that we are constantly, limitlessly loved. And after the Shema, we are called upon to extend love with the words of the Ve'ahavta. I want to activate that practice right in this moment. You're welcome to close your eyes. And to bring into your awareness those who are around you, whether you know them or not, those who are in this room. And to lean your heart toward them with love. Every one of us, utterly remarkable and imperfect, full of mistakes, full of goodness. Everyone around you has done things that they deeply regret and wish they could undo, just like you. Everyone around you has done things that are kind and brave and good, just like you. Everyone around you wants to be loved and seen, just like you. Everyone here has learned and grown from mistakes, just like you. Everyone here will die one day, just like you. Everyone here is a reflection of holiness, of limitless worth, in the image of the divine, just like you. Can you let your heart open to those truths? This is true also of those you have caused harm to this year. Can you lovingly bring them into your heart? This is true of those who have harmed you. As is safe as you're able, can you bring them into your heart as well? The capacity for love is the most powerful force there is. We practice and practice receiving love and generously extending it outward. Ahava Rabba Avtanu. We are loved by a limitless love.
Rabba
Davening, praying individually in English or in Hebrew on page 21 in the middle. With great compassion you care for us, our source, our sovereign, just as our ancestors placed their trust in you and imparted laws of life. So be gracious to us and teach us, our fount, our loving parent, caring one, be merciful. Place into our hearts the ability to understand, to see, to hear, to learn, to teach. והארננו בתורתך ודבק ליבנו במצוותיך ויחד לבבינו לאהבה ולשמך ולנבוש ולמקדש. והביאנו לשלום מארבע כנפות הארץ ותוליכנו כמיות. If you're wearing a talit, we gather the four corners together. We all gather the various disparate parts of ourselves. וקרבתנו לשמך הגדול סלע באמת, להודות לך ולייחדך באהבה. Draw us close to your great name in truth, to thank you and unify you in love. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Kiss and release the tzitzit. Please turn to page 25. Michamocha. I love this quotation by Cornell West, professor and teacher Cornell West, who writes, "Justice is what love looks like in public." We move from the love of Ahava Rabbah to the Michamocha, the song of liberation. May we be strengthened to bring love in the public in the form of justice.
Mi chamocha, Ba'elim Adonai, Mi kamocha, Nedar b'kodesh, Nora, Tehilot, לשמך על שפת הים יחד כולם הודו וימלכו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד
Please rise as you're able.
צור ישראל קומה בעזרת ישראל ופתחנו מך יהודה וישראל גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו קדוש ישראל ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
We turn to the Amida on page 130. I want to announce that in 15 minutes, the teen discussion is going to start in the parlor, which is just over there. So I invite any teens who are in the room now, might be the good time to transition, and it will be a very rich discussion. On Yom Kippur, the Amida begins with a special prayer chanted by the Shlichat Tzibur, the representative and messenger of the community. In humility and aware of the weight of carrying the community in prayer, Cantor Lisa will chant the words of Hineni. I'm going to share an English rendition of it first. Hineni. Here I stand, painfully aware of my flaws, quaking in my canvas shoes and in my heart. Hineni. I am here to plead with you on behalf of this community and questioning my worthiness. God of our ancestors, help me as I call upon your mercy. Don't blame this community for the places where I missed the mark, in my thoughts, in my actions, or in my heart. Each of us is responsible for our own tshuva, for our own returning to who we really are. Help us remember that as we work together toward repair. Accept my prayer as though I were qualified for this task, as though my voice never faltered. See us through your mercy. Transform our suffering into joy. May truth and peace be precious to us. May my prayer reach wherever you are. Hineni. Praised are you, who mercifully hears the prayers of our hearts.
Hineni heani mimas nirash v'nivchad mipachad yoshev Tehilat Yisrael Bati la'amod ולהתחנן לפניך על עמך ישראל אשר שלחוני אף על פי שאיני חדי, והגון לך, לכן אבקש ממך, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק, ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, ואלוהי רחל ולאה, אדוני, אדוני, אל רחום וחנון, אלוהי ישראל. שדי, היום ונורא, אינה מצליח דרכי, אשר אני הולכת ועומדת לבקש רחמים. עליי ועל שולחי, כי אתה שומע תפילת עמך ישראל ברחמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, שומע תפילה.
Page 130.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואימותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק, ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, ואלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הקדוש, הגיבור והנורא העליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימות, ומביא גואל לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. זוכרנו לחיים, מלך חפץ בחיים, וכתבנו בספר החיים, למענך אלוהים חיים. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים אתה, רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי כל חי ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה. מי כמוך אב הרחמים, זוכר יצוריו, זוכר יצוריו, זוכר יצוריו, לחיים ברחמים. ונאמר אתה להחיות כל חי. Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye kol chai.
Uvecheinu lechata lekedusha, kedusha, ki ata Eloheinu melech, nikadesh et shimcha ba'olam, kishem shemakdishim oto b'shmei marom, kakatuv al yad neviyecha, v'karazel ze v'yamar, kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzvaot, Melech al haaretz, Kevodo, Kevodo, Amalei olam, Misharetav shoalim ze lazeh, Aye mekom kevodo, Lumatam baruch yomeru, Baruch kavod Adonai mimkomo, mimkomo, hu yifen berachamim, v'yachonam hamyachadim shemo, erev avoker b'chol yom tamid, pamayim b'yahava, shema omrim, shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Hu Eloheinu, Hu Avinu, Hu Malkeinu, Hu Moshienu, V'Hu Yashmienu, B'rachamav Shenit Li'nei Kachai, Li'yot Lachem Le'Elohim, Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adir, Adirenu, Adonai, Adonenu, Ma'adir Shimcha b'chol ha'aretz, V'hai Adonai lemelech, Hakol ha'aretz v'yom hahu, Yihi Adonai echad u'shmo echad, U'divrei kadshecha katuv lemor, Yimloch Adonai le'olam, Elohai Tzion, L'dor v'ador, Hallelujah. Le dor vador, le dor vador, le dor vador, nagid gad lecha, le dor vador, le dor vador, le dor vador, nagid gad lecha, ulenetzach netzachim, kedushat chanaktish, kedushat chanaktish, V'shibchacha Eloheinu, mipinu lo yamush, leolam, leolam va'ed. Ledor vador, ledor vador, ledor vador, nagid gad lecha. Ledor vador, ledor vador, ledor vador, nagid gad lecha. Ki el melech gadol v'kadosh ata, gadol v'kadosh ata. Ki el melech gadol v'kadosh ata, gadol v'kadosh ata. Uvechein tein pachtecha, Adonai Eloheinu al kol ma'asecha, ve'imatcha al kol ma shebarata. V'ra'ucha kol ha'masim, yishtachavu lefanecha kol ha'bruim, v'yasu chulam aguda echat, la'asot ritzoncha b'levav shalem, k'mo sheyadanu Adonai Eloheinu, shehashaltan lefanecha, oz beyadecha, ugvura biminecha, V'shimcha nora al kol ma shebarata, uvechein tein kavod Adonai li'amecha, tehila li're'echa, v'tikva tova ledorshecha, ufitkom pem lamiachalim lach, simcha le'artzecha, וששון לעירך, וצמיחת קרן לדוד עבדך, ועריכת נר לבן ישי משיחך במהרה בימינו. ובכן צדיקים יראו וישמחו, וישרים יעלוזו, החסידים ברינה יגילו, ועולתה תקפץ פיה, וכל הרשע כולה כעשן תכלה, כי תעביר ממשלת זדון מן הארץ. ותמלוך אתה, הוא אדוני אלוהינו מהרה על כל מעשיך. בהר ציון משכן כבודך, ובירושלים עיר קודשך, ככתוב בדברי קודשך. ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון, לדור ודור, הללויה. קדוש אתה, ונורא שמך, ואין אלוה מבלעדיך, ככתוב ויקבע אדוני צבאות במשפט, והאל הקדוש נקדש בצדקה. ברוך אתה אדוני, המלך הקדוש.
We continue individually. We're at the bottom of page 132 through 135, and taking time for an individual vidui, individual confession of our wrongs. We can follow the text of our ancestors, or please bring in the prayers of your own heart. If you're still davening your Amida, please continue on your own. We gather on page 135. Eternal wellspring of peace, may we be filled with a deep longing for peace. Let us never be resolved that violence and war are simply the way of the world. May we wage a strong and committed peace. May our hands be in service of peace in our streets and in countries around the world. May our words extend courageous and clear peace. May our hearts be engines for peace. May we learn no more the ways of war. Grant us all a hint of the light of redemption, healing, and peace. May the words of our mouths and the meditations of our heart align with your truth. B'Sefer Chaim, may all beings be written for peace and for life this year. Elohai nitzor lishoni mera. Guard my tongue from speaking evil. Unite me in truth.
Elohai nitzor lishoni mera. Sfatai medaber mirma. Velikad elai nafshi tidon. Venafshi ke'afar lakol tiyeh Elohai. Elohai. Elohai nitzor lishoni mera. Sfatai medaber mirma. Velikad elai nafshi tidon. Venafshi ke'afar lakol tiyeh Elohai. Elohai. Elohai nitzor lishoni mera. Sfatai medaber mirma. Velikad elai nafshi tidon. Venafshi ke'afar lakol tiyeh Elohai. Elohai. Tach libi. Tach libi. Tach libi. V'toratecha. Elohai nitzor lashoni mera. Sfatai medaber mirma. Velimkal elai nafshi tidom. Venafshi ke'afar lakol tiyeh Elohai. Elohai. Elohai nitzor lishoni mera. Sfatai medaber mirma. Velimkal elai nafshi tidom. Venafshi ke'afar lakol tiyeh Elohai. Elohai. Yiyu leratzoni meiti. Ve'hekyon libi lefanecha. Adonai. 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 Adonai tzuri. Adonai. Adonai tzuri. Ve'go'ali.
Please be seated. Please turn to page 139. We turn to the Untitled Chapter prayer that sits right at the heart of the Yom Kippur liturgy. And it gives us such a vivid image and metaphor of being inside this moment. The image is of the divine courtroom on this awe-filled day of judgment and atonement. We are dwarfed. Even the angels tremble. God opens Sefer HaZichronot, the Book of Remembrances, to weigh and examine all our actions, all our intentions, with the awareness that nothing can be hidden from the eyes of truth, from the light of truth, emet. Can we take this poetic image and ask ourselves, can we muster the strength and the humility to see ourselves in this clear light of truth, where nothing is hidden? The words of the prayer imagine the divine reading and accounting, but the prayer says, Chotam yad kol adam bo. The pages of the book are filled with our human handwriting. not an external, berating, shaming judge, but the truths of our own actions are laid out before us. We, like the divine in the image of this prayer, are called to turn towards our lives with the qualities of emet, of truth, and of chesed, expansive loving kindness. There are two sounds that prepare us to do this. B'shofar gadol yitaka. The great blaring sound of the shofar is blasted. V'kol dmamadaka yishama. And a still, small voice is heard. We open our ears to the world outside us, to the cries of the planet struggling to survive, the cries of suffering and injustice, waking us up, calling us to pay attention. And then we listen inward. We listen to the reverberating silence within, in ache and in trembling, and listening to the beating of our own precious hearts. Let us speak the truth. We do not know, we cannot know the fate of the world in the Book of Life this year. Adonai, give us the strength and courage to face the whole of truth, to face whatever comes. Hineni, here I am. Please rise, page 139. Kedushat hayom, ki hu nohara le'ayom, uvo tinaseh malchutecha, ve'yichon bechesed kisecha, ותשב עליו באמת. אמת, כי אתה הוא דיין ומוכיח ויודע ועת, וחותם וחותם וסופר מונה, ותזכור כל הנשכחות, ותפתח את ספר הזיכרונות, ומעליו יקרא, וחותם יד כל אדם בו. ובשופר גדול ייתקע, וכל דממה דקה יישמע. מלאכים יחפזון, וחיל רדה יוחזון, ויאמרו הנה יום הדין, לפקוד על צבא מרום בדין, כי לא יזכו בעיניך בדין. וכל באי עולם יעברון לפניך כבני מרום, כבקרת רועד רו, רועד רו, כבקרת רועד רו, מעביר צונות תחת שבטו, כן תעביר ותספור ותמנה, ותפקוד נפש כל חי, ותחתוך קצבה לכל בריאה, ותכתב את גזר דינם. Page 101. Tavo lefanecha tfilatenu, may our prayer come before you, and may we know that we are not azei fanim ukshei oref, not so tight-faced and stiff-necked as to say that we have not sinned, for our faults are many.
Rosh Hashanah Yikatevun Uvyom Tzom Kippur Yechatemun Kama Yavrun V'chama Yibarehun Mi yichyeh u'mi yamut Mi v'kitzo u'mi lo v'kitzo Mi va'esh u'mi v'mayim B'rosh Hashanah Yikatevun Uvyom Tzom Kippur Yechatemun Kama Yavrun V'chama Yibarehun Mi v'cherev u'mi v'chaya Mi v'rav u'mi v'tzama Mi v'rash u'mi v'magefa Mi v'chanika u'mi v'skila B'rosh Hashanah Yikatevun Uvyom Tzom Kippur Yechatemun Kama Yavrun V'chama Yibarehun Mi yanuach u'mi yanuach Mi yishaket u'mi yitaref Mi yishalev u'mi yichatzer Mi ye'anu u'mi ye'ashir Mi yushpal u'mi yarum B'rosh Hashanah Yikatevun U'vyom Tzom Kippur Yechatemun Kama Yavrun V'chama Yibarehun.
On Rosh Hashanah it is written, and on Yom Kippur the course is set. Who will live and who will die? Who will live a deadened life and who seeks a way to move forward? Who will be killed unarmed in the streets and who will live safely in their homes? Whose death could be prevented and who will live to a ripe old age? Who will die by bigotry and who by peacemaking? Who will die from COVID and who from isolation? Who by emotions out of control and who by cool indifference? Who will dwell peacefully and who will be detained? Who will be separated and who will be reunited? Who will become incarcerated and who will be pardoned? Who will pass and who will be profiled? Who will speak out and who will remain silent? Who will suffer from injustice and who will benefit? who will hate their neighbor, and who will forge real relationships, who will be humbled by our common humanity and thereby uplifted.
Rosh Hashanah Yikatevun Uvyom Yom Kippur Yechatemun Kama Yavrun V'chama Yibareun
Uteshuva Utefila Utsedaka Mavirin et roha hagzera. But tshuva, repentance, tefillah, prayer, and tzedakah, acts of giving aligned with justice, transform the severity of the decree. It's only when we face the truths of our fragile and finite existence that we can make clear choices about the things that are within our power. Tshuva, tefillah, tzedakah. They will not stop pandemics or disease or the other blows that come our way, but they can radically transform how we meet them. Let's let our values and our faith, let our love and our desire for justice guide us as we attempt to alter the apparent decree. Let our life force flow with power and inner flame, with equanimity and grace. Let tshuva, tefillah, and tzedakah, repair, prayer, and giving justly, heal our broken hearts, and join us together to work for a better year. On Rosh Hashanah, we realign our lives, and on Yom Kippur, we seal it into our will. Please be seated. I want to invite up Shelley Yampolsky to share a community kavanah.
After 7 years, a good number, together, Les and I married this year. In our backyard, under a chuppah, surrounded by our children and grandchildren. We spoke vows, not promises to each other, but rather loving reflections on our journey to this point in our lives. A beginning of sorts, a renewal of who we are for each other, and a reaffirmation of our commitment to journey together. My words to Les began with, "It's been a ride." As we begin a new year, as I look to a renewal of who I am, and as I reaffirm my commitment to this journey that is my life, I want to share those same words. It's been a ride. The last years for me, and likely for you, have been difficult ones, uncertain and filled with fears. Our climate is in crisis, there is war, toxic politics, homelessness, the world economy is on shaky ground, addictions are epidemic, and we are living with a COVID pandemic that has further stoked divisions. What kind of world are we leaving for our children? And how can I possibly find a way back to my hopeful self? As I prepared my notes for this kavanah, I reread the Untitled Chapter, the prayer we just recited, and as I read it aloud, I recalled my yearly childhood terror at the lines, "Who will live and who will die?" who by fire and who by water, who by earthquake, who by drowning, who by strangulation, and who by stoning. I can still call up the visceral dread these words invoked. The fear I feel today in our world is not dissimilar. I cannot stop the wars. I cannot plug a hole in a pipeline that is leaking noxious gas into our air. I cannot stop the floods and fires. I cannot solve hatred. If I dwell on what is happening in our world these past years and my fears for our children's futures, I feel the same knots rising in my chest, and I am overwhelmed. In the face of fear, I have learned to act, to look for the light, to look for a way through, to hold tight to my belief that there is no such thing as roadblocks. There are always other paths. To find my way forward, I intentionally focus on the small world I can influence, my loved ones, my neighbors, my community. I remind myself that I have the power to act, and small acts of kindness are the way I choose to exercise my power. Offering a hello with a smile to someone on the street as I pass by, maintaining connection to a beloved friend who needs both connection and distance, checking in on a neighbor who just had surgery, saying thank you to the checkout person at the grocery store, standing with my cousin during a difficult family time, a smile and a gentle word of regret to someone sitting on the sidewalk asking for spare change in a world of credit and debit cards. A lingering hug releases oxytocin, which lowers blood pressure, slows your heart rate, and improves your mood. A small act of kindness is like a spiritual hug. Shana Tova.
Wait, is this one yours? Extra. They're breeding masks. They're just. Thank you, Shelley. Friends, let's turn to the vidui, the confession of sins and wrongs that begins on page 101. Rabbi Danya Rutenberg has a very insightful new book called On Repentance and Repair, Making Amends in an Unapologetic World. I highly recommend it. She highlights that in Judaism, the process of tshuva, repentance, is involved and intensive. It places the emphasis on our responsibility for the harm we caused, and it is not dependent on whether or not forgiveness is granted. That is very important. It is not the goal to be forgiven. The goal is responsibility, repairing the damage we have done and ensuring that the harm ceases. I've been thinking a lot about the Pope's apology on behalf of the Catholic Church to Canada's Indigenous peoples for the system of residential schools. There has been valuable criticism about it from the survivors of residential schools, from family members, Indigenous leaders, and others, naming the pain that this apology comes so late, that it didn't address the doctrine of discovery or place responsibility on the church as a whole and its racist beliefs and policies, that Canada has not fulfilled most of the commitments on the reparation list, and more. There were also expressions of relief, of healing, of the ability to move forward in new ways. And the public conversation has been essential. These kinds of apologies are always complicated and are never enough. They can never repair the extent of pain, destruction, and generational trauma that were caused by whole institutions that were allowed by an entire society and that later generations live in the wake of. Taking it all together, though, I want to hold the Pope's apology as a spark for our work of tshuva, holding its important imperfections as one brave, essential step in collective responsibility, repair, and movement toward change. As part of our engagement with tshuva as individuals and a collective, the vidui, the spoken confession out loud, is an essential part of the process. Rabbi Rutenberg writes, when we engage in the spoken confession of vidui, we are simultaneously acknowledging and taking responsibility for individual and personal wrongs we have done in the past year. But as we speak these words in the plural, we have stolen, we have spurned, we are also acknowledging the role of collective harm, where we actively participated, where our inaction has been complicit participation, where benefiting from harmful systems stains us too. This includes everything from the daily intimate sorts of harm that manifest in personal relationships to larger wrongs perpetrated at the level of community or culture, right up to genocide. Friends, our attempts at accountability and repair will always be flawed. They will be partial. We will fail to notice and address essential elements that only become visible after our initial steps. And we will take more steps and keep adjusting and realizing what else needs to unfold. We cannot wait until we think we know enough or are committed enough before trying. We do this work together, strengthening each other in our diligence and the rigor of our practice. Can you think of one action or inaction that is part of a larger system that you want to do tshuva for this year? Can you trace the impact it has made in other people, in yourself, in the surroundings? If we can be willing to face the impact of what we have done, what we've been part of, this awareness can be our prized possession. Perhaps it sparks commitments to make the skills of living with this awareness not just an annual ritual, but a daily practice in the ways that tshuva is woven into our daily prayers. It can be the somber and exhilarating wisdom that wakes us to the weight our choices have. It can train us how to live with a live purpose. If we can do this, we can change things. We can walk through our lives with more friendliness toward what is needed from us. We tap our chests as we name each transgression and feel the ripples move through us. This is our work in truth, in emet. Please rise, page 101.
Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, tavo lefanecha tefilatenu, ve'al titalam מתחינותינו, שאין אנחנו הזפונים וקשי עורף, לומר לפניך Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, tzadikim anachnu ve'lo chatanu, aval אנחנו חטאנו, אבינו פשענו.
Page 104.
Ashamnu, Bagadnu, Gazalnu, Dibarnu Dofi. Hevinu, Vehirshanu, Zadnu, Chamasnu, Tafalnu Shaker. Ya'atznu Ra, Kizavnu, Latznu, Moradnu, Niatznu, Sorarnu, Avinu, Pashanu, Sorarnu, Kishinu Oref. Rashanu, Shichatnu, Tiavnu, Ta'inu, Titanu.
Please turn to page 140 for the list of al-chetz, the ways we have been off the mark. to ourselves in English or in Hebrew.
For the sin we have committed against you under duress or by choice. For the sin we have committed against you consciously or unconsciously. For the sin we have committed against you openly and secretly. For the sin we have committed against you in our thoughts. For the sin we have committed against you with our lips. And for the sin we have committed against you by the abuse. Ve'al kulam Eloha selichot Shlach lanu mechalanu kaper lanu Ve'al kulam Eloha slichot Slach lanu mechalanu Slach lanu mechalanu Kaper lanu For the sin we have committed against you by hardening our hearts, and for the sin we have committed against you by disobeying your sacred name, for the sin we have committed against you by disrespecting our teachers and parents, for the sin we have committed against you for hurtful speech, for the sin we have committed against you in our business affairs, and for the sin we have committed against you by wronging others. Ve'al kulam Eloha selichot Slach lanu mechalanu Kaper lanu Ve'al kulam Eloha slichot Slach lanu mechalanu Slach lanu mechalanu Kaper lanu For the sin we have committed against you by malicious gossip, for the sin we have committed against you by sexual immorality, for the sin we have committed against you by gluttony, for the sin we have committed against you by narrow-mindedness, for the sin we have committed against you by fraud and falsehood, and for the sin we have committed against you by hating without cause, for the sin we have committed against you by our arrogance. Ve'al kulam Eloha selichot Slach lanu mechalanu Kaper lanu Ve'al kulam Eloha slichot Slach lanu mechalanu Slach lanu mechalanu Kaper lanu For the sin we have committed against you by our insolence, and for the sin we have committed against you by our irreverence, for the sin we have committed against you by our hypocrisy, for the sin we have committed against you by passing judgment on others, for the sin we have committed against you by exploiting the needy, and for the sin we have committed against you by giving and taking bribes, for the sin we have committed against you by giving little or smiling impulses, for the sin we have committed against you by running to do evil.
Please turn to page 106. Avinu Malkeinu, please be gracious to us and respond to us. Ki ein banu ma'asim, we have so few good deeds. Act towards us with justice, tempered by love, and bring liberation.
Avinu Malkeinu, Shema Kolenu. Avinu Malkeinu, Petach Share Shamayim Litfilatenu. Avinu Malkeinu, Te Hashazot Shat, Rachamin V'et Ratzon Milfanecha. Avinu Malkeinu, Arem Keren Yisrael Amecha. Aseh leman harugim al shem kodshecha. Avinu Malkeinu, aseh leman ba'e veshuv hamayim al kiddush shemecha. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Aseh lemancha v'choshienu. Avinu Malkeinu, Katvenu besefer slichat umchilat, Katvenu besefer chaim tovim. Avinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Katveinu Besefer Geula Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Anenu, Anenu, Ki en banu maasim, Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed, Aseh imanu, stara v'chesed ve'oshienu. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Anenu, Anenu, Ki en banu maasim, Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed, Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed ve'oshienu.
I want to keep singing that melody. And let's keep letting our radiance shine through. Just one more round. With all that beautiful tenderness and open-heartedness, we'll take out the Torah. We encounter the teachings and the words of our ancestors with open minds and open hearts to hear the instructions for moving forward. Please turn to page 143. I feel pretty lucky that we have Torah. I just want to say that. Baruch Hashem for Torah. Thank goodness, thank God. For the ever unfolding, the ever discerning, and for the voice of goodness and truth to keep taking new forms as every generation reinterprets it. Costume change.
Vayhi binso Aaron, vayome Moshe, Kuma Adonai, ve'afutzu oivecha, ve'anusu misanecha mipanecha, ki mitzion Tetze Torah, ki mitzion tetze Torah, udvar Adonai mi Yerushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael, b'kedushato. Adonai, Adonai, el rachum v'chanun, erech apayim, v'rav chesed be'emet, notzer chesed la'alafim, nose avon v'fesha, v'chata v'nakeh. Adonai, Adonai, el rachum v'chanun, erech apayim, v'rav chesed ve'emet, notzer chesed la'alafim, nose avon v'fesha, v'chata v'nakeh. Adonai, Adonai, el rachum v'chanun, erech apayim, v'rav chesed ve'emet, notzer chesed la'alafim, nose avon v'fesha, v'chata v'nakeh. Lecha Adonai et Ratzon, Elohim berov chastecha, Aneni, Aneni, ve'emet ishecha, v'ani tefilati lecha Adonai et
Respond after me. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh v'nora Shemo.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonai.
So the section of the Torah that we're going to be reading from on Yom Kippur morning is from the Book of Leviticus, Vayikra, and you can find it on page 113. It describes the Yom Kippur rituals of cleansing and purifying the physical space of the altar and the Mishkan, the sacred sanctuary, as well as the ritual of vidui, of confession and atonement, that Aaron, the high priest, made on behalf of himself and the other priests and his family, and then the whole community. And the ritual involved bringing 2 goats into Ohel Moed, the tent of meeting with the divine. 1 goat is designated for Adonai and is offered for purification. And the other goat is the famous scapegoat. Aaron lays his hands on the goat and makes confession for himself first, then the next level of family, the priests, and then the whole community. This scapegoat is taken a 3 days journey out of the camp and then let loose in the wilderness. It's interesting that our sages later interpret and say it wasn't just let loose in the wilderness, it was actually thrown over a cliff. Religious imagination, I kind of love it. I think it stands as such a vivid physical image for the process of trying to remove sin from a community, remove wrongdoing. How do we cleanse and be rid of the harms that we have done to be able to begin again? Because the Torah readings for high holidays were selected by our sages and step outside of the usual chronological flow of moving week by week through the Torah, our sages, of course, chose a section about Yom Kippur. That makes a lot of sense. And certainly our vidui that we just did is based on this ancient, ancient practice. It is striking, though, that the choosing of the Torah portion, of the section of Torah, begins with the words of Acharei Mot. Adonai spoke to Moses after the death of Aaron's 2 sons. This was an incident that happened earlier in the Torah. But the vidui, the confession, the Yom Kippur rites, come in the wake of tremendous loss. The rituals are framed by loss and human vulnerability and mortality. We find this pairing over and over throughout the high holidays. Right beside the raw awareness of our mortality are the pathways to awaken choice and change and return to moral and spiritual alignment. This is so stirringly expressed in the Psalms. Limnot yamenu ken hoda, v'navi levav chokhmah. Teach us to count our days, that we may attain a heart of wisdom. Knowing the precious limits of our lives, seeing the ultimate finality of our lives, is the cradle of our love of life and our growing wisdom. Let's bring that awareness into our Torah reading. So the section that we'll read from is on page 113. The Torah blessings are on page 112. And as is our custom, we have 3 aliyot that our amazing aliyah team, where are they? Hey, amazing aliyah team, come on up. That they have developed 3 invitations. You are welcome to come up for 1, 2, or all 3 as they resonate. There is a satellite aliyah area with Marlene. Hi, Marlene. So anyone in the balcony who would like to come up for an aliyah, please do. Those of you on Zoom, if you'd like to rise for an aliyah, please stand up, come close to your screen, so we will all be together here on the bima. And I want to remind us that it's our practice here to use the Reconstructionist blessing for the beginning of the Torah reading. You're welcome to choose whatever you're comfortable with, but just for those who aren't familiar, instead of saying, Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, we use the word which means you have chosen us from all the other peoples. we use the language of Asher kervanu la'avodato. You called us to do your service. It is a particular path, but not elevated above any others. So I now want to turn it over to our wonderful Aliyah team. Thank you.
Just by way of prologue, Susan and I are not the type to drench anyone in Jewish guilt. It's not our nature. But this is a gentle reminder that this is your last chance to come up for an Aliyah and be blessed by Rabbi Miriam. Listen, you want to sit. You want to pass up on this chance for this last chance ever, sit. If you don't want to join us for even one of 3 aliyot, don't join us. We are not going to judge you. We are not taking down names. And as you can imagine, Rabbi Miriam is the last person to hold a grudge. But I did want to share one little Rabbi Miriam fact. She has a photographic memory.
Well, I don't want to ruin your beginning, but on Simchat Torah, on October 16th, there will be the opportunity to come up for Aliyot and be blessed.
Not the same.
It's not the same.
Not the same. Always a rabbi, right? I mean, here we are, side by side by side. Those of you joining us from home are with us in spirit. What a time this has been. Who we are as we welcomed 5783 has been profoundly shaped by the past 2.5 years. Next year, we will see profound changes at the DJC. How much of the past do we carry forward? How much of the future is written by who we are today? How can we meet the timeless challenge of living in the present, of living in the moment? Questions, questions, questions.
We don't have answers. What we can offer are 3 aliyot as an invitation to reflect on where we've been, where we're going, and where we are. 3 aliyot that we hope speak to you.
The first aliyah. Remember, there's 3. So just saying. No names, no judgment. The years before the pandemic are commonly referred to as the before times, as in the years before the coronavirus swiftly snowballed into a deadly worldwide game changer. Once COVID-19 had turned our lives upside down and inside out, the word before didn't just refer to life without masks and mandates. It signaled moments of self-discovery, as in, it was only during the pandemic before I realized how much I missed a community like ours. Before I recognized I was stronger and more vulnerable than I ever knew. Before I realigned my priorities. Before I was awash in gratitude for so much that I had taken for granted for so long. Before I cherished loved ones like never before. If the pandemic led you to discover something about yourself that you didn't know before, if your values have come into sharper focus, if you've reappraised your self-worth, if you have discovered a newfound appreciation for the DJC, please join us on the Bima for the first Aliyah. And as you make your way up, behold others who are doing the same, and know you are not alone.
Ya'amdu la'aliyah harishona. And our first Torah reader is Tamar Garassi.
Look, I see some familiar faces. I see Jonah, I see John. Do we have the spot? Yep.
Pass blessing cards around.
Should I move this a little bit? Should I move this a little bit?
And together, Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvo. Community responds, Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam. Together, Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam. Asher kervanu lavodato. Venatan lanu et Torato, Baruch ata Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayadaber Adonai el Moshe, acharei mot shnei bnei Haron, bekorvatam lifnei Adonai vayamutu, vayomer Adonai el Moshe, daber el Aaron achicha, vayavo v'chol eit al hakodash, מבית לפרוכת, על פני הכפורת, אשר על הרון ולא ימות, כי בענן אראה על הכפורת. בזאת יבוא אהרון על הקודש, בפר בן בקר לחטאת ועיל לעולם.
Yesher koach. Together, Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Natan Lanu Torat Emet V'chayei Olam Nata B'tochenu Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah. Amen. Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov, v'imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah. Hu yevarech et kol elu she'alu hayom, lichvod hamakom, lichvod haTorah, v'lichvod hayom tov. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless all of you for rising up today to honor the Holy One, to honor Torah, and to honor this sacred day. I want to bless you to be hunters and gatherers. May you be blessed with the keen vision to hunt for and collect all the wisdom, all the hard-won lessons, all the gifts and blessings that this year has contained. May you learn from our sages who, when the temple was destroyed, decided that mourning would not be the thing to do for eternity, but they would leave a patch of the house unpainted. May you be blessed to weave into your life the places of emptiness that are needed as touchstones for the things that have been hard this year, and in relationship to which you can be full in gratitude and blessing. And we say, Amen. Please be seated. Yesher koach, everyone.
Possibly.
I just want to say, isn't this your favorite part? This is so beautiful. Okay, keep going.
For many of us, what we've been through has changed our perspective on the future. Living with the prolonged uncertainty and changes of the pandemic, and being attuned to the strife and challenge of these times has made us hesitant to plan or even imagine a future with confidence or optimism. We may struggle with the stress and anxiety that have become a constant backdrop to our lives. We may struggle with the prolonged isolation, which makes our connection to community feel more distant and fragile. We may struggle to maintain a sense of hopefulness about our personal and collective future. So how do we look ahead with hope?
We can learn from the losses of the past and carry those lessons forward. We can generate hopefulness by taking action. As climate activist Greta Thunberg said, hope is telling the truth. Hope is taking action, and hope always comes from the people. And we can find strength by building on our relationships with each other to create even bigger circles of community. As Leonard Cohen proclaimed when singing about the future, love is the only engine of survival. If you find yourself wondering about how to create a better future, if you want to face the uncertainty of the future as a community, if you want to take action to create a more loving, just, and hopeful future, please join us on the Bima for the second Aliyah.
Ya'amdu la'aliyah shniya. Our laner is Nikki Weiss.
What are you doing? Oh.
Folks have the blessing cards. Let's pass those around. A couple more. Yeah. Ready? Baruch et Adonai Hamorach. Community responds. Baruch Adonai Hamorach leolam va'ed. Baruch Adonai Hamorach leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kirvanu la'avodato, v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Ketonet bad kodesh yilbash. Umichne sevad, yihiu al besaro, uv avne bad yakor, uv mitznefet bad yitznov, bigdei kodesh heim, verachatz b'mayim, et besaro ulevesham, ume'et adat b'nei Yisrael, ikach shnei seirei izim lechatat va'ayil echad leolam. Vehikriv Aharon epar hachatat asher lo v'chiper ba'ato uveyad beito.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. Mi sheberach avotenu Avraham, Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Rachel v'Leah. Hu yevarech et kol elu שעלו היום לכבוד המקום, לכבוד התורה ולכבוד היום טוב. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless all of you who have risen up today to honor the Holy One, to honor Torah, and honor this sacred day. I want to bless you with a bruised visionary future. Meaning, as was so wisely and beautifully said in the invitation to come up, these last few years have limited or wounded our sense of what is possible, what we can plan for. But I want to bless you to be grounded in that realistic sense of the world that we are living in. And I want to bless you with beautiful chevrutot, imaginary, not imaginary partners, imagination partners, to sit with others, to share in the biggest and best visions that you can imagine for who we can become, what the world can become, and to support and move each other forward in a realistic and a vibrant sense of what lies ahead. And we say, Amen. Amen. Please be seated. Thank you. Yashar koach. Thank you, Gail. As everyone moves back to their seats, we will be saying a prayer for healing. And I want to invite you to bring to mind, to bring into your heart, those in your life, in your circles, who are in need of healing. Healing of body, healing of spirit. Let's gather them in. Let's hold them close as we pray for their strength and their healing.
Mi sheberach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu
מקור הברכה לאבותינו. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
And now, we've looked to the past and reflected how we've been shaped by the road that we've traveled, and we've looked ahead and considered the possibility of a hopeful future. But here we are, right now. Philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Don't panic before the picture of your entire life. Don't dwell on the troubles you've faced or have yet to face." And as the band The Flaming Lips sang, all we have is now. All we've ever had is now. So look around you. Feel your shoes, your feet in your shoes. Notice the late morning light coming through the windows. Look who's up on the bima today. Last year, we couldn't do this. Who knows what next year will bring? Can we treasure this moment? We read in Psalm 118, Zahayom aseh Adonai, negila v'nismecha vo. This is the day God has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So, if you are ready to rejoice and be glad in this day, to be present in the present, if you're striving to stop dwelling in the past and fretting about the future in order to be here now, this Aliyah is for you, and Emil wants me to remind you, this is your last chance. Please join us.
Yamdu l'aliyah shlishit. And Yiftach Figi is our laner. Start with
And where did we go? Where did we go? Shalom, which one? There are so many. Where are we? Yeah, it looks so good. Okay.
Oh, how amazing. Are we ready? Baruch et Adonai Havorach. Baruch Adonai Havorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai Havorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. אשר קרבנו לעבודתו, ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני, נותן התורה.
אמן. ולקח את שני השרים והעמיד אותם לפני אדוני פתח אוהל מועד. ונתן אהרון על שני השרים גורלות, גורל אחד לאדוני וגורל אחד לעזאזל. והקריב אהרון את השעיר אשר עלה עליו הגורל לאדוני, ועשהו חטאת. והשעיר אשר עלה עליו הגורל כל לעזאזל, ימות חי לפני אדוני לכפר עליו, לשלח חי לעזאזל המדברה. והקריב אהרון את פר החטאת אשר לו, וכיפר בעדו וביד ביתו, ושחט את פר החטאת אשר לו.
Together, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu torat emet, v'chaye olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah. Amen. משברח אבותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, ואמותינו שרה, רבקה, רחל ולאה. הוא יברך את כל אלו שעלו היום לכבוד המקום, לכבוד התורה ולכבוד היום טוב. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless all of you who have risen today to honor the Holy One, to honor Torah, and honor this sacred day. This is the blessing. This is the blessing. May you be blessed in this moment to drink in everything that is here. This moment contains everything. May your heart be open to receive it. May your mind be awake to draw it in. May it nourish your body. May you breathe it and live it in joy. May this moment inspire you to remember every moment is a this moment. All you need to do is turn your heart and attention to meet it. May we all be so blessed. And we say, Amen.
Amen.
Please be seated. And Catherine Miller and Sophie Scher will be our Hagba and Galilah, so they'll stay up. Would everyone please turn to page 117 and rise? Come on over here. Ta'amod Hagba, Ta'amod Galila. Please rise. Please be seated. Hashkivenu.
Hashivenu, Hashivenu, Adonai, Elecha, Hashivenu, Hashivenu, Adonai, Elecha, Hashivenu,
I want to invite up Kathy Glazier, one of our co-chairs, and Peter Feinstone from the fundraising committee to share some comments.
Hello, DJC community. My name is Kathy Glazier, and I'm one of the 3 board co-chairs, along with Nikki Weiss and Sarah Neville. A big welcome to everyone. We are so happy to have you with us, both in person and online. The past year has been a busy one at the DJC. To name just a few things, we had a snowy Hanukkah in the park, a theatrical porch Purim, and many beautiful, uplifting Shabbat services, both online and in person. We published our 25th anniversary book, had a joyous party, and celebrated all year with workshops with our artist in residence, Leah Gold. Take a look at the 2 tapestries over here that came out of all of that work. And over here, standing on the floor, is a beautiful tapestry of the Mourner's Kaddish, created by artist Susan Avishai, that she very generously gifted to the DJC. There's an interesting story behind it that we'll share with you again in our newsletter. It's done on a linen cloth that her grandmother brought with her when she fled Europe. And there's more in the story, so look for it. Thank you so much, Susan. In other activities, we engaged in climate action and social justice with our multi-faith partners. We delved into Jewish learning on a rich variety of themes. We celebrated 2 group B'nai Mitzvah in person and several individual B'nai Mitzvah, including a grandmother and grandson double celebration. Our Jewish Studies program had 81 students, and this year we have 100. We can't wait to share what this year has in store. We will be hosting a special farewell gathering and celebration of Rabbi Miriam and Cantor Lisa on Sunday evening, November the 27th, and we hope you can join us. You'll see this again in our newsletter. We are very excited to announce that we have now hired our interim rabbi. Her name is Rabbi Elise Glickman. She will be starting on October the 15th and will be with us until the end of June. We'll be introducing her to the community at our Simchat Torah celebration on October 16th, so come on out and meet her then. I will have more to say, but before I do, I'd like to invite Peter Feinstone, chair of our fundraising committee, to talk about this year's very special fall campaign.
Hi, Shalom. I'm Peter Feinstone. I'm on the fundraising team. The Yom Kippur imagery of the closing of the gates is particularly meaningful for us today at the DJC. For today, we are closing a monumental chapter in our history. Rabbi Miriam, Cantor Lisa are here with us in those roles for the last time at High Holidays. Rabbi, Cantor, you have blessed us with your heart, your care, compassion, wisdom, and song. You have been an integral part to the building of our DJC home. Our Bait, we are grateful. Those of you here in person will have sat on or picked up, or both, a beautiful brochure. If you haven't, you're sitting on it now. It was designed by David Wyman. For those of you zooming in, it will be posted shortly on our website. It lets you know that we are launching our fall fundraising campaign now. This launch is earlier than usual because we wanted to let the greatest number of members and friends of the DJC know directly about our Bite campaign. This campaign is dedicated to acknowledging Rabbi Miriam and Cantor Lisa. It gives you an opportunity to show them, through a donation, how much you appreciate all that they have done for us, and demonstrate how we will move forward in strength because of them. Your donations will help to reinforce our new beginnings and build on their legacy. We have set a target of $100,000. It's the biggest in the history of the DJC. That number also just happens fittingly to be 18% of our operating budget. We are asking you to donate this fall and add to the rich life of the Danforth Jewish Circle. We acknowledge that many of you have already donated, and we thank you for your generosity. We are asking all of you now to stretch. If you can, double your regular donation, making $18.36, $118, $236, $360, $720, and so on. If you are with us and are not a member, consider joining. Deborah and I will be doubling our gift this year. We give because having a strong home for liberal Jewers is very important to us. A place which welcomes everyone who wishes to participate and provides engaging, varied programming, learning opportunities for kids and ourselves, prayer and pastoral care in times of our need. Please take the brochure home with you. It explains the purpose of the campaign and has the information on how you can make a contribution. Go online to the DJC and donate, or write a check and put it in the mail. Let us send Rabbi Miriam and Cantor Lisa a strong message of gratitude. Thank you. Gomar Chatima Tova.
We would like to thank everyone involved in putting together these high holiday programs and services. If I don't mention your name, and there are so many people who have been involved, please know that we very much value your contributions. Our core team, Rabbi Miriam, thank you for everything you have done to put together such beautiful and moving services and teachings with the whole team. Just incredible work. Cantor Lisa, for leading our community through your beautiful music, voice and music for the past 26 years, and for leading our amazing choir. Thank you also to Danny Greenspoon for bringing your gorgeous guitar playing to our community, and also for the last 26 years. You two have played such an important role in shaping this community's identity as joyous, inspiring, and musical. Elise Rich, Director of Education, for leading the family service with Alan Gottlieb, Simi Zaret, and Tamar Garasi. Amanda Levine, for leading the Tot Circle in the daycare. Sharoni Siboni, for leading the youth programming with her team of staff and teens. Mira Lionbloom, who led the youth services. Jonah Greenhut and Shayna Wise-Till for leading the teen discussion. Emile Scher, who has been, actually for decades, the person responsible for finding community members for the honors and kavanot at our services. He has coached people who initially felt ill-prepared or lacked confidence, and lent his amazing editing skills as well. Many of you can attest to the power of those personal offerings, and we really want to recognize Emile for his heartfelt and skillful support over all these years. Reed Robbins for sharing his profound rendering of Kol Nidre and other key high holiday prayers with us for many years. In the last 2 years, he, Rabbi Miriam, Cantor Lisa, and Danny have collaborated on a lot of the high holiday music, and it has been so special. Thank you, Reed, for your creative and soulful contributions. This is also the last year that our small choir will be singing together. This configuration of the choir has been together for 15 years. While we hope to have a choir in future, it won't involve the same group of women. Thank you so much to Kathy Miller, Sarah Green, Ilana Walston, Donna Goldenberg, and Susan Cherendoff for your beautiful, moving prayer songs at our high holiday services. We are so grateful to all of you. Diane Wise, our executive director, and her amazing staff team, Kathy Miller, our administrator, for juggling so many things at once to make sure we were ready. None of this could happen without you. Tika Smiley, events manager, for your terrific logistical support of these services and events. Miriam Brookman, communications manager, who made all the information we needed so readily accessible. And there were so many others whose contributions were invaluable to these services. Thank you to Alan Gottlieb, who played so many roles in these services this year, for your prayer leadership and for teaching and organizing Torah chanting at Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Others who shared their voices in prayer song, Ariel Shetzen and the members of the community choir, our wonderful Torah readers, Avi Jackson-Pell, James Rolfe, and Liz Marks at Rosh Hashanah, and Tamar Garasi, Nikki Weiss, and Yiftach Figa at Yom Kippur. The Aliyot Committee, who developed our themes and created the invitations for our group Aliyot, Nadia Burton, Yvonne Levy, Marcia Young, Avram Jacobson, Emil Scher, Susan Rich, and Karen Gold. Those who gave community kavanot, Ruby Swartz, Roy Baskin, and Shelley Ampolsky. Shofar blowers, Richard Chartash, Sherry Cohen, and Tamar Garasi. And very importantly, on the technical side, for your wonderful tech support and Zoom hosting, Juliet Palmer, Tamir Kaufman, and Marlo Shaw. And to the Accessibility Initiative, for your hands-on, time-consuming, year-round work, advocating and helping to ensure our services are accessible to as many people as possible, both online and in person. For organizing the professional live captioning at the services, and to our live captioners for their dedicated and highly skilled work. And finally, thank you to our terrific sound and film crew, Dave Matar and Mitch Bellman. It really does take a village. Shana Tova Umetuka, everyone.
Thank you, Kathy. Friends, we're shortly going to be transitioning to the Youth Course service. I want to share a few brief announcements, and we'll have one last song with our community choir. This afternoon, beginning at 2 o'clock, there are 3 different community-led sessions in various locations. The information is at the back at the registration table, and it might be hanging as well. Beautiful opportunities for learning and exploration together. And then at 3:30 in Rafos Hall, I will be leading a community ritual of loss and comfort based on the text that I taught from on Rosh Hashanah. Come and find out what that is. And Ne'ilah is at 6 o'clock. I want us to remember that starting Sunday night, there's another holiday, Sukkot. This is when we get to be into the rebirth and celebrating the Jewish Thanksgiving, harvest and joy, and welcoming guests. There are lots of programs in our community Sukkah, so please check it out online. And this whole high holiday period will conclude with October 16th's Simchat Torah Klezmer celebration. So please look for details. On Sunday, October 16th in the afternoon, our multi-faith picnic will be taking place, and we still need some volunteers. Evelyn is right over here, and Sharon, you're pointing, is there. If you're able to help volunteer, come and see Sharon. We are still collecting food for the food drive, for the Bethany Food Bank. If you're coming back at Ne'ilah, please bring perishables, non-perishables. A little over 200 people make use of the food bank, so please help us sustain that. Teens, please get involved. We have wonderful programming coming up this year. You still have a chance to put your sins and wrongs in the box that's right here. Just one. Write on a piece of paper anonymously. It'll be hard to choose, I know. One thing that you are interested in focusing on this year to commit to shifting and healing and repairing. They'll be read anonymously, of course, at our Creative Ne'ilah service. There are many exciting programs coming up, but I want to highlight just a few. On October 11th, there will be Jewish folk dancing. On November 6th, we are partnering with Ve'ahavta to raise funds and make food, blankets, and other critically needed items for people living in the streets. Please look for details about this important event. And on when's the missing middle? November 9th, a very exciting program to kick off a series coming up. Our school is bursting at the seams, and our B'nai Mitzvah program is bursting at the seams, but we want to ask questions like, what does the DJC have to offer younger generations? Can it speak to their spiritual, cultural, and political needs and values as it does to our older members? We have an exciting panel with Robert Brim, co-author of the 2018 Survey of Jews in Canada, and Rabbi Julia Appel, Director of Innovation Training and Curriculum at Klal. Choir, please come up. Let's conclude this part of the service with Hayom, and then we'll take just a moment for anyone from the balcony who wants to come down for Yizkor to come downstairs, and we'll shift into the Yizkor service. Page 148. Amen. Hayom, hayom, tevacheinu. Hayom, tevacheinu. Amen. Amen. Hayom, tigalenu, tikashenu latova. Amen. Amen. Hayom, tikashna shevatenu. Amen. Hayom, tikapel rachaminu v'ratzon et tefilatenu. Amen. Hayom, hayom, tishachenu v'inu, tizkera. Amen. Amen. Hayom, la 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 Gemar Chatima Tova, may we be sealed for goodness. Shana Tova. We'll begin Yizkor in just a few minutes.